Hey guys, Bipolar Barbie here, and this is one of my PMDD days. I think it's my last day before I get my period, and I am exhausted. I just got out of bed and had a shower, but it's like 11 o'clock, and I have struggled to get out of bed all morning. I struggled to get out of bed yesterday too. I'm just super fatigued at the moment, and really exhausted, really headachy, really just shit feeling. And there's really not a whole bunch to say about that. But Northie, I think, has been resting and not feeling that well either, so we've just been chilling together. And I think what I take from this part of the experience is that I just have to learn to understand what my limits are and be really forgiving for myself. I'm working on balancing my hormones at the moment, extending my periods so that it's not a 21-day cycle, it's like 28 or maybe like 35, just so that I get more time in between these like migraines and PMDD episodes. I've managed to, medicate a lot of the symptoms away. I don't get as severe migraine. I do have medication that I take for that preventative, not having caffeine, not smoking, not doing drugs or alcohol. All of that stuff helps. And I am, using a bunch of adaptogens, things like maca powder, mushrooms, and just other like herbs and supplements that are really helping my body adapt, get rid of excess estrogen, and just really regulate hormones and adapt to whatever needs to be done in my body to lower cortisol levels, and help reduce chronic inflammation, because that is just causing massive issues like in regards to like physical pain and stuff like that. So there is a lot that I'm doing at the moment. My brain's a bit foggy, so I can't actually go into too much detail about it, but that's some stuff I hope to be able to share with you guys soon. But yeah, I'm just at the point where I think I'm really accepting. I'm a lot calmer. I'm a lot more understanding that this is a process. It's a massive process. It's taken so many years. But I think just really accepting of that process and forgiving myself. I think having understanding people around me has really helped a lot. Sorry, I just need to crack my back between my shoulder blades because sitting in this awkward position is not helpful. But yeah, having really understanding people around me, having support from this little guy over here who's also just sleeping super cute and awkwardly. I'm getting there. I am getting there. I just am really honoring what my body is feeling, and I'm really trusting in the fact that I know what I'm feeling, when I'm feeling it, and, I think sometimes, like, not functioning is seen as, like, such a bad thing, but in pushing yourself to function, you actually prolong the healing process and prolong the recovery time that it would take. So understanding like what is causing different symptoms, like why are you feeling fatigued or lethargic? Are you lying in bed because you're generally just physically exhausted from the anxiety or from an underlying hormone condition that's giving you like fatigue or migraines? Or are you just hiding away from the world? They're all valid reasons. But if you can kind of get to the bottom of it, you can really just understand. And when you suffer sort of all of them, there are some times when I ask myself, like, okay, is this me being lazy and just practicing avoidance? Can I push myself to do this? Should I be pushing myself to do this? Or is this the time where I just say, no, this is my weekend. This is my weekend from my mental health fight, because it's a 24/7, 7 days a week kind of battle. So during this PMDD week, I'm really starting to just honor that and allow myself for the last, few days of it to just rest, to just unapologetically rest, and just watch a bunch of like murder mysteries or serial killer documentaries, because that's like what I absolutely love doing. I'm into like this forensic investigator show from like I think the 90s in Australia, and they're all about like 80s crimes and murders, and I run out of all crime documentaries really to watch, But this is, yeah, a new one that I've started because I've gone through sort of all of the European and all of the American. So back onto the Australian and going back in time. That's what I spend my time doing. And hydrating a lot as well. I'm always so thirsty. But that's where I'm at. I don't know where. I haven't really posted anything in a long time. I just haven't really had that much to say. I've been doing all sorts of like weird work, like spiritual work, energetic healing, going to, just all sorts of different like witch doctors and naturopaths and healers and chiropractors and exercise physiologists, and just going through a bunch of different processes to try and sort of figure out what's wrong with me, and ultimately really just figure out how to be the best version of myself. And it's all sort of slowly coming together, very slowly. But I've started to really appreciate the process and each little bit of the puzzle that comes together. And I really hope to be able to share that with you guys. I think I've just sort of got, I think you get to a point where, you realize like how big the picture is and how little you actually know. And how complicated it is, and it's a lot harder to like share and do these like definitive kind of videos. So that's why this one's just a little bit random and a little bit all over the place, but it's just an update as to what's going on. I can't post it on Instagram at the moment for some strange reason. It says that, I don't know, I've been blocked because I'm doing spamming practices, but I haven't actually done anything, so I don't think someone's hacked my account. There is a crazy person who keeps like tagging my username in comments like all over the internet. I don't know why she's doing that, but she's definitely having a one-way conversation with herself. I don't know anything about that, but I think it's triggering the Instagram algorithm to think that there is some spamming going on, which there is. It just has nothing to do with me. But that's why I'm just posting this little update here on YouTube. My headache is coming back quite intensely right now. So, how weird do people look without eyebrows? So I'm gonna drink some more water and go back and rest and maybe take some more of my my migraine meds, my wafers, and I will talk to you all soon.